Do 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 do. What is up, grade 8s? Focus on me, camera. Thank you. What is up? Welcome to your emergency distance learning. This is our first music class, and we're getting started. Couple of things. If you're an instrumental student, there is no more instrumental students right now. We're all doing the same units right now, and I will be posting instrumental resources if you have your instrument, because I know a lot of you don't have your instrument. And if you don't have an instrument, take that stress, let it wash away. It doesn't matter, okay? It does not matter. I'm posting resources if you have it, but if you don't, none of the stuff we are doing, none of the activities, none of it requires an instrument. So you are fine, okay? Nice. Next, this is a message for the grade 8 band. We're not going to Wonderland. I know, I'm really sorry. Guess what? When you're in grade 9, come to Wonderland with us in grade 8. Just kidding, it won't work like that. I'm really sorry. Okay. I'll be posting a lesson a week. Okay, every Monday, I'm going to post a video. It'll explain the lesson for the week. Then you complete the activity, submit it on our Google Classroom. Google Classroom is going to be our hub. If you're not on Google Classroom, email me. That's why I'm posting this on Twitter and YouTube. Okay, so you can find it no matter what. Send it to your friends. If your friend's like, hey, have you heard anything from Mr. Scripeck? I'm not on the Google Classroom. Tell them to contact me or add them to the Google Classroom or send them the links, whatever. I will also be doing office hours. So far, Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. But guess what? Don't have a schedule here because every day is the same when you're at home. So could be at any other time if you needed it. Okay, but I'm just going to say Wednesday at 1 o'clock for now. And guess what? Mr. Forer will be joining us. He'll be office hours too because he's music department and we're doing the same stuff. So, sick. Which leads us to our first unit. Our first unit of online learning is hip hop. Okay? Hip hop. It's a culture. And I'm going to do my best to do justice to hip hop. Now, open up the slideshow and go through. You're going to have to go through it on your own as well. I'm just going to give you a brief run through so you understand. If there's any questions that come up, email me, go through the slideshow again. Okay, so hip hop. I've put the learning expectations. We're going to do a few activities in hip hop. Listening log, writing lyrics, doing a timeline, biography, all kinds of things. Okay, so the specific expectations are there. Read them. They come straight from the curriculum. The history of hip hop. First thing I want you to do, either open up a Google Doc or draw a mind map on a piece of paper with a pencil. And think of all the things you can think of that comes to mind when you hear the words hip hop. All the things you can think of, okay? Pause the video and do that. Nice, unpause. Perfect. Okay, so hip hop started in what city? Take a guess if you haven't turned the page yet. Oh, yes, you. Great guess. It was New York. You're correct. Okay, hip hop started in New York. Some people say different places. I'm going with the New York theory right now. Okay? And in New York in the 1970s. 1970s, so maybe older than you thought, maybe not older than you thought. Sometimes I ask that question in class, like when did hip hop start? And kids are like 1920, and then kids like 2007. So who knows? But 1970s I think is kind of like one of the accepted ideas of when hip hop started. And in the 1970s in New York, there were a lot of gangs. I put a picture of one of the gangs in the slideshow, and you can see that some of those members are really young. So there's a violence problem, and gang violence usually results from poverty, and poverty results from inequality that causes these people who have nowhere else to turn, they turn to crime. Okay, now also makes it very hard to live. If you're living in a building and there's gangs in your building, not a very comfortable living experience. This guy's driving a motorcycle outside. Chill out, dude. I'm trying to film video here. And so some activists in the community decided they needed to do something about this. And one of these activists is someone called the father of hip hop. Some people consider him the father. I probably do. DJ Kool Herc. And you're like, DJ? He was a DJ? Yes, he was a DJ. And I've put much more information in the slideshow that I'm going to go into right now because I don't want to bore you. So go through the slideshow. But DJ Kool Herc was a Jamaican immigrant in New York, and he was a DJ. And what did a DJ do? Remember, a DJ now uses computers and everything. Back then, they did not. They took records. They took records like physical violence. I wish I had a record here. I actually have a record. No. Yeah. I have a record. Give me 1 second. took this record off my wall. Okay, so a record. So then they spin the record. Oh my God. Okay, so what they would do is they would have two records, one here, and they'd have them playing on the record and playing, and then it would be at an instrumental break. An instrumental break so people could dance over it. And then they would move their slider over, slide, and they tune up the second record. And that is a terrible explanation of DJing in 10 seconds. So DJ Kool Herc, DJ, and he threw the best parties. And one rule at his parties, no gangs. He wanted gang-free zones at his parties. And if gangs came, the party stopped. And that was one way that he helped sway kind of the public towards kind of like coming together and getting rid of these gangs. Now, next. Oof, I'm exhausted from getting that record. I'm going to do more exercise at home. You guys doing home exercise? I hope so. Push-ups, sit-ups, I don't know, anything. Go for a run, but make sure you don't run near people and you run alone and then you go straight home. Probably shouldn't do that because you're kids, so maybe don't go for a run. All right. At these parties, DJ Kool Herc. Say it with me again. DJ Kool Herc. He is DJing. And you know what one of the main features of these parties was? Dancing. But not like, well, kind of like TikTok dancing, but more like they were in groups. So they were having dance battles. So imagine like two people holding up their TikTok phones and they're having a dance battle, but in real life. Okay? Dance battles. And who would introduce the dancers? MCs. MCs means master of ceremonies, but now rappers call themselves MCs. And so they introduce their group. Oh, we got the B-boy breakdancers coming in. Woo! And then they dance, etc. I posted a beat, one of the most famous beats of all time. James Brown, Funky Drummer. Go listen to it. So far we've got DJ Kool Herc. He's DJing at parties. No gangs allowed. What's happening at these parties? Breakdancing. Breakdancing is happening. Who introduces them? They're MCs who represent each of the groups. How do you know which group is going to come? Well, in the neighborhoods, the groups would spray paint their tags all over the neighborhood so you knew who the group was. Graffiti. And what you have there, my friends, is the four elements of hip-hop. DJs, breakdancing, MCs, graffiti. Those are the four elements that started hip-hop in the late 1970s. That is the crux of this lesson. Okay? So if you take nothing away from that, take that. In the slideshow, I've posted a video of the breakdancers. They look amazing / hilarious because it's like the 80s. I also posted a video of the first rap single. The first rap single. I said a hip, hop, a hip it, a dib it, don't stop, a drop it. Check it out, Sugar Hill Gang. Okay, next. I posted a picture of graffiti even though you all know what it looks like. I don't know, I just had to cover all my bases. Okay, so in the slideshow I have final thoughts posted. Go read through it. Go read through it. Learn it. Get to know it. Finally, there are 4 questions at the end. Answer them in a Google Doc. That is your activity for week 1. It should take you all of, this video is 8 minutes. Didn't mean it to be that long, but whatever. I'll try to shorten it up next time. Answer the questions in the Google Doc. Enjoy. Watch those videos. Feel free to talk. Break dance in your house. Practice. And meet up with me at the Google Hangout on Wednesday if you want to ask questions or anything. This has been Music Class.